Hello, amazing artists. Today we are going to use transparency paper that is clear to trace over our picture of ourselves. Your teacher has already drawn the contour lines or the main outline of your faces. Now, your artist assistant will help to trace with black Sharpie over all of those contour lines. Artist assistants will make sure that they get all of the key features traced onto the clear transparency paper. Be really careful as you are tracing, because if you have your hand over the top of Sharpie that is fresh that you just drew, it can smear the Sharpie. So you'll want to be careful not to smudge the Sharpie as you go. You could decide to use some masking tape in order to tape down your clear transparency paper onto your table, and that way it won't slide and move around as you are tracing the portrait or the picture of your artist partner. Once you are all finished tracing each of the lines onto the clear transparency paper, you will want to flip your clear transparency paper over. Now, it will be important that in the next step, your partner or your artist friend are painting on the opposite side that you traced, because then the Sharpie lines will stay intact. You do not want them to start to paint on the side that you traced with Sharpie. Otherwise, the Sharpie might smear. So I'm going to just flip the clear transparency paper over, and that is the side that I will start to paint on. In the end, we're going to be putting this on our painted background paper that we made last week. So when you are having your artist partner paint in their picture, they should be using the opposite color paints from their background paper. So if they painted their background paper with cool colors, they'll want to paint their self-portrait with warm colors. If they painted their background paper with warm colors, they would want to paint their self-portrait with cool colors. Notice how when I'm painting this in, I'm kind of just going free form with it. They don't have to paint in each individual part with a specific color unless they wanted to. But really, you can just paint it with a mixture of warm colors. Notice that I'm not even rinsing my brush in between colors, because then my paint would get too watery. I can just kind of use the paper plate to wipe off the paint from before and then go into my next color. So these can be really painterly, seeing your different brush strokes. Then you will walk them over to the drying rack, and next time when they're dry, we'll flip them over onto our background.